morning. I see everybody's coming on in to Periscope. Good morning. Good morning, Terrell. It was good to see you this weekend too, man. Terry Gray, Selah, good morning. Sarah, good morning. Is that Belinda? Good morning. Good morning, Val. Hey, Nikki Cole, good morning. Sheila and Kenneth, good morning. Was that Tink? Good morning. Rube, good morning. Hey, Rube, send me that PowerPoint from Saturday. Good morning. I missed that last good morning. Lullaby, I thought I missed that. Sorry about that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Whitaker. Good morning, Sister Bugs. Hey, Miss Sharon. Good morning. Hey, Sharita. Good morning. Sorry about that. Good morning. CP Realtor. Good morning. Hey, Stacy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We are in Matthew chapter 4 today. For anybody who's interested in just checking it out, Matthew 4, verses 18 through 22. Good morning, Sister Phyllis. Good morning, Sister Cynthia. Good morning. And let me again just say thank you guys so much for coming on. I know your days are busy. Many of you are on multiple scopes in the morning, and so the time we spend together is valuable, and I really appreciate the support and coming on. Sister Veronica, good morning. I see Norman 7 invited some followers. Yeah, appreciate that. If you don't mind, swipe up, swipe down, swipe left, right. Go ahead and invite some followers. And don't forget the hearts. If you hear something that resonates with you, some type of takeaway, go ahead and tap the screen, give out a heart. Brother Newbie, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Sister Lolita, good morning. The Foreman, hello, good morning. Good morning. Sister Venus, seeing you coming on. Good morning. Hey, let's go ahead and start. Look, we're in Matthew 4, 18 through 22. Here, quick synopsis of the story. We're still looking at Peter. Peter has a lot of ship stories, and so we'll probably, kind of look at Peter in a few different ways. Our last scope was on Peter walking on the water. Hey, Lou. Our last scope was Peter walking on the water. Good morning, Jessica, Sister Portia. But this scope is a little different because here what we find is Jesus recruiting his first disciples. Long story short, he's walking on the Sea of Galilee. He sees Peter and Andrew. They are actually in a ship getting ready to cast out their net. He says to them, follow me. And as a result, they come. Good morning to the shepherds. He walks a little bit further. He sees James and John, the sons of Zebedee. They're actually in a ship as well, but they're in the ship with their father. He says to them, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Captain Deck, all aboard. He sees James and John. He says to them, come follow me. They leave their father and they follow him. What I like to do this week is really kind of really hint around what is entrepreneurship. Because here we find Jesus. First of all, he's on a mission for God. He hires 4 people who are already working businesses. And today, as we kind of look at entrepreneurship, the first thing we see is Jesus gets Peter and Andrew to follow him, or better yet, to come on board. Here's one thing that they do that I think is really important for all of us in entrepreneurship, but then also in life in general. And that is when we see Peter and Andrew, they are actually casting their net. And if I had to use one word to kind of summarize today, I would say we must live life with possibility. Can you see them? Right? They're standing in the ship. Their goal is to catch fish. But in order to catch fish, they have to take what they currently have, toss it out into a predetermined place, and hope that fish are their return, right? Their return on investment is fish, but they have to make an investment. And I think one of the keys for all of us in life in general, just kind of starting it off, is you have to live life on possibility. Don't live it off of present. Don't live it off of past. You must live life off of the possibility. Past, you were hurt. Present, you're sick. Possibility, you can be healed. Past relationship didn't work. present, heart still broken from it, possibility, new relationship possible, right? And I could go on and on. Don't live life in the past or the present. Live it off of possibility. Scripture, we walk by faith, not by sight. We live off of possibility. That's the basic principle. Here's how it works for your entrepreneurship. Because when we live life or launch businesses, start organizations, or operate our businesses based on possibility, it requires at least three concepts, right? Possibility requires some type of forecasting. Forecasting is simply predicting what will be. Every good business lives off of the forecast of upcoming trends, right? You don't want to just solve a present need. I know that's kind of been the old paradigm, that you launch a business, you start your ministry off of a need that exists now. And if you can provide a solution to a current need, then you have a successful business. And that's not all that wrong. That's not absolutely bad. However, the better trend is to build your business off of what you think may be coming. Because if you can start building a solution for a problem that does not yet exist, but will exist, when that problem arises, you already have a solution, and you kind of one up on your competition, you one up on your competitors, because you were able to do what businesses call forecasting. You looked ahead to figure out what was coming down the pipe. And that's what they do, right? When you're fishing, whether with the net or with, rod and hook, the goal is to toss out your net in the place you think fish will be. You have to think about it. You got to make a prediction. And later Peter's going to toss out his net on one side. Jesus is going to say toss it on another side. That's a totally different fish ship story. But the idea is the same, that you have to make some predictions on what's going to happen, right? You don't start working out to get ready for the summer in the summer. It's too late. You got to predict the summer is coming. So you do the workout for the summer during the fall and the winter. Now, let me just say, if you just starting to work out, it's not too late. But the idea, of course, is that you always want to kind of predict what's ahead. My father, who I believe is a great and extreme visionary, he had word, and I'm sure it was him and the team, at that church. They had word that there was a local business that's getting ready to shut down and do layoffs. So what they decided to do before the layoffs is start, a form of food pantry where members of their church would start bringing in canned goods and non-perishables so that they could start collecting it, so that when the layoff took place, they would already have goods stored up. Right? It happens with Joseph in Egypt. They have word that there's a famine that's coming, and so they start putting away before the famine shows up, because good business is always forecasting the possibility of trouble, but also the possibility of some type of success. So, when you cast out your net, when you look at life through the eyes and perspective of possibility, there's some forecasting that's always essential. But then there has to be some fortitude, right? They're fishing. When you toss out a net, the fish don't just jump in the net as soon as the net hits the water. Fortitude in possibility is realizing that although things are possible, although blessings are possible, although success is possible, although clients are possible, for some of you healing, relationship, kids coming home, being good at what you do, although all of those things are possible, it doesn't mean they are immediate. It's not instantaneous. Some things take time, process, and patience. So in your possibility, you also want to make room for fortitude. You're going to have to be able to watch the net sink underwater, stay underwater, before you feel the push and the tug of the net from the fish that are going to come. It doesn't always happen as quick, fast, and in a hurry as you want. But when you live off a possibility and include some fortitude, eventually, although it's not fast, possibility becomes reality. Right? And so just kind of apply that. You want to make sure that in your living through possibility, that one, there's some forecasting, two, there's some fortitude. But then lastly, and probably most obviously, that possibility requires faith. That when they toss out the net, there's no actual statistic, analytical guarantee that fish are going to jump into the net. However, with faith, we believe all things to be possible, right? Possibility is the application of hope that we hope things can be better. We hope things are going to be good. We hope that our business is going to make it. We hope our ministry is going to save souls. We hope our children will be safe and, survive. And hope is the beginning of faith. Hebrews 11:1. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, right? Hope in motion is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Listen, today's tip for every entrepreneur that's launching a business or launching a ministry or already have a business, already have a ministry. And for many of you, it may not be, an actual LLC or a nonprofit or an S Corp or a for-profit. For some of you, your business is taking care of home. Your business is managing your marriage. Your business, may be taking care of a family member, an aging parent. Businesses come in many different forms, but whatever your entrepreneurship is, make sure you're casting a net, because your net casting will launch you into a sea of possibilities. And I think that if we're gonna live, I'd much rather live off of possibility, not my past, not my present, but believing that the end of the matter is better than the beginning, that the best is still yet to come, that what is ahead is greater than what has been, that your latter will be greater than what has already taken place. Today, open up your eyes and look for possibility. Cast your net, and what you will discover is that somewhere in possibility are promises that have not yet been fulfilled. Hope you guys have a great day. We're looking at Peter and his crew this week as Jesus hires them, and there are going to be a few more entrepreneur tips to help us make it throughout this week. Be blessed.